Welcome back, welcome back on Friday evening. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Alson Mapena, aka the Crypto King. You are live here on the Empire Crypto TV. We talk about the blockchain, the cryptocurrency market. Please, as you are tuning in, indicate where you are watching this live broadcast from. Do tell us which country, which province, which state, which city you are coming from. And let's greet each other on the comment section. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As you are tuning in, please invite your friends, invite your neighbors, invite your colleagues, share this live broadcast to everyone around you, to your colleagues, to everyone. Share to your groups, share to your pages. Welcome, 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 welcome. We've got good news today. We've got one of the best topics in the space: ways of earning Bitcoin by staking. All right, come through. Let's tune in as everyone come through. Uh, all right, there we go. We've got Musa Isaac watching from Lusaka. Welcome, welcome, Musa. Rachel Terry. Wow, from USA. Welcome, 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 Rachel. Then we've got Crispin from Houghton, South Africa. Welcome, 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 welcome. Yes, indicate where you're coming from, so that we know each other. We are family. We are Empire family here, and of course, we've got good news today. We're going to learn a lot. All right. Okay, the topic of the day is earn money staking Bitcoin. Earn money staking Bitcoin. And of course, we're going to first learn what is stakes. What are stakes? This is the topic of the day. All right. As we move on, please indicate where you are watching this live broadcast from. As you are tuning in, let me check. We've got, all right. Percy, South Africa, Limpopo, Venda. Well done. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please call your friends, invite your neighbors. The Crypto King is live here. He's back with good news. All right, we've got talent, Mufuka, all the way from Kapstead. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. All right, without wasting much time, I'll introduce our first guest for tonight, who's going to educate us about stacks. And of course, you guys, if you've got some questions, make use of the comment section. Do say something on the comment section. We are a family here. We talk to each other. We educate each other. Welcome. Blockchain is Africa. Cryptocurrency is Africa. We are blockchain. We are the winners. Let's learn. Let's go together. Let's grow together. Our first guest for tonight is none other than the man who's been in the crypto space for some time. I've known this gentleman for over a period of time, and I've learned a lot from him. He's always up there with their new opportunities, and of course, today is here to educate us about the new topic of the day, which is about stacks. Haron Kola, welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you so much for having me on, Crypto King. It's lovely to be here and speaking to you and your guests again.
Great stuff, great stuff. I remember you were here last time and you shared so much. Everyone was like, you know what? I didn't know there's so much in the crypto space, but yeah, this man taught us a lot. Thank you so much for sharing a lot last time.
It's my mission to educate people about cryptocurrency and the opportunities in this space. And, we come for the gains and we stay for the revolution. So I'm glad that you're doing the show. And I hope that more and more people, especially Africans, learn about cryptocurrency and how we can use crypto to free ourselves from the oppression that we are currently in the world. So thank you again for having these shows.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. Is there anyone who's joining us here? Um,
Yes, Godfrey, that's him. Algorithm.
all right, Godfrey, how are you, sir?
Godfrey is
It
muted.
looks like it's. Let me unmute him. Can you unmute yourself? All right, yes, Godfrey, how are you, sir? Hello, Godfrey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very well. Hello.
Well, welcome, welcome, welcome to Empire Crypto TV. We all about
Thank you, my
education,
man. Thank you.
blockchain
Very glad to be
education.
here with you.
Great stuff. What do you have for us today?
I have to present stacks for my listeners. I say listeners of stacks, and great to be here.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Let's kick off, gentlemen. Want you guys to tell us more about what is tax?
All
Okay,
right, all right.
let me start, and then algorithm can take it further. So Stacks is a level one blockchain, and it's bringing the opportunity to have um, smart contracts on the Bitcoin blockchain. So the thesis of Stacks is that Bitcoin is going to be the de facto store value blockchain, and to have these smart contracts built on top of Bitcoin is the best way to go about doing so. So, unlike Ethereum and Cardano and all of these other smart contracts like cryptocurrencies, Stacks is not competing with Bitcoin for store value. It's not creating its own ecosystem, but it's building in concert with Bitcoin. And the way they do that is they use the proof of transfer consensus mechanism where miners on the Stacks network, they bid a certain amount of Bitcoin to win the next Stacks mining block. And if they the ones that win, then they win 1,000 stacks in each block. Though that Bitcoin that they bid goes to the Bitcoin addresses of Stacks holders. And in this virtuous cycle, the ecosystem of Stacks maintains itself and keeps itself secure. Now, to attack the Stacks network, you need to reorganize the Bitcoin blockchain. And we know how hard it is to reorg Bitcoin. And so Stacks is kind of piggybacking on the proof of work that has already gone into Bitcoin to keep itself secure. And that, in a nutshell, is what how Stacks works.
All right. Why is proof of transfer (POX) better than proof of stake?
I'll let algorithm take that one.
Oh, all
Algorithm,
right. Thank you.
educate
Okay.
us.
Proof of stake. I mean, proofs of transfer is an algorithm protocol in which we have two consensus. I mean, two parties. We have stakers and miners. First of all, we have miners that commit Bitcoin to the network to for a chance to win a block and transfer their Bitcoin to stacks, stacks holders, I mean stakers, and they win stacks from Coinbase. Now, the second party is stakers commit, lock up their stacks to the consensus, and they earn in return Bitcoin from stacks miners, and they win Bitcoin from stacks miner, a Bitcoin miner. Excuse me. They earn Bitcoin that miners commit to the stacks blockchain. That's how, in brief, that's how proof of transfer works. And I mean, there is a lot of things. If you have to talk about it here, we are not going to stand up here today. So briefly, that's how proof of transfer works.
All right, no great stuff. Yes, Empire family. When you tune in, please indicate where you are watching this live broadcast from, and of course, do not forget to subscribe. Smash the subscribe button. Subscribe on our YouTube channel, so that you do not miss some of these live streams. We are on every Tuesday and Friday, and we are planning to go every day, and I will let you know soon.
Oh, sorry, Alison, do you mind if I just jump in there? And the question was, what makes stacking better than staking?
Oh, oh,
Yeah,
oh, oh.
no, it's okay. So it's a very important question because just in the last few days, the SEC in America, their new regulation in the infrastructure bill is almost like saying that stacking or staking is they're going to look at it different than proof of work. Now, staking in Ethereum, well, not quite Ethereum yet because Ethereum is not 2.0, but ADA and all of these other smart contract like platforms. If you own the ADA and you stake it, you earn more. So their consensus mechanism means that you need to own the currency to create more of it. Now, with stacking works similarly, but a bit different. It's using two different consensus algorithms. It's using the Bitcoin blockchain and the Stacks blockchain, and they work together. Now, we know that the proof of work, the Bitcoin network and the proof of work is the most secure network that we have. If you've been following the news, you know that the BSB, the Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision, has had a 51% attack on it, and their hash power has just dropped down into the drain because they've been under attack. And my point being is that Bitcoin is the most secure, and Stacks using proof of transfer, where we are almost like reusing Bitcoin that's already been mined, that's already been through the proof of work mechanism to secure the Stacks network. And so we believe our thesis is that using this, it's much more secure way of securing the Stacks ecosystem, and you're not relying on people with large volumes of stacks to keep the network secure. We are working in concert with stacks miners who are transferring Bitcoin transaction, and so that's why we think that it's better than staking.
Great stuff. So much to learn. And there's so many
And
ways of making money in the crypto space, in fact, in the blockchain space. There's a hell a lot of things coming up almost must I say every day or every week or every season. There is so much. There is so much. And it's all positive. It needs one to put their mind onto it, research more and understand. Then, of course, money will start rolling in. Thank you. Let's talk about earning money, staking Bitcoin. Of course, people wanna know, how do we earn money when we are staking? Can you take us through, please?
Okay, let me start again, and then Godfrey algorithm can add some more. So, like we said, in this stacking or this proof of transfer mechanism, the Stacks miners, they send a Bitcoin transaction, and then or they bid a certain amount of Bitcoin, and then the winner of that bid, they're the one that gets chosen to write the next Stacks block, and then they send a Bitcoin transaction. Now that transaction gets sent to those Stacks holders, their Bitcoin address that's equivalent to their Stacks address. So because Bitcoin and Stacks work together, if you have a Stacks, sorry, if you, do you mind just switching your phone off because it's in my ears? Godfrey, do you mind turning? Okay, thanks, Godfrey. Yeah, so like I was saying, when you got a Stacks wallet, you also have got a Bitcoin address that's associated with that Stacks wallet. Now, the Stacks miners, they send a Bitcoin transaction. That transaction gets sent to the Bitcoin address of those stacks holders. So this consensus mechanism works that way. Now, stacks holders, if you put your stacks and you say to the network, I'm using this stacks, I'm going to hold them, you will earn that Bitcoin because that Bitcoin transaction gets sent to you. So at the moment, it varies. It's between 7% and 20% APR, which is annualized percentage rate. So if you stack $1,000, then you'll be earning up to $200 per year from that process. So it's never guaranteed. It's never one every month because of how the consensus mechanism works, but it varies between 7% and 20% APR.
Wow. So you mean it varies between 7 to 20% APR?
Correct. Yes.
Wow, wow, wow. How do we go about it? How do we go about it?
So the easiest way and the best way is to download the Stacks wallet from the Hiro website. I'll send you all of the links if I don't remember them now. But Hiro is the company that the co-founder of Stacks has created. His name is Munib Ali. So after he co-founded Stacks and all of that, he went into this particular direction to create this ecosystem. And so he's got the company called Hiro. You can download the wallet from there. And then you can go to the Stacks website, stacks.co. There they've got a list of all of the... So for people like us who stack with small amounts, if you've got up to, say, at the minimum of 100,000 stacks, then you can stack all by yourself. But who's got $100,000? Because the price of stacks at the moment is roughly $1. So we can't stack by ourselves, but you can join a pool, just like how when you are mining Bitcoin, you join different mining pools to join your hash power. You can join stacking pools. So the one that I'm with is called Plan Better, but there are a few others. You can stack with Plan Better. There's also another way, which is the easiest, is a wallet called Xverse. Xverse is a wallet on the Stacks ecosystem, and there it's both a Stacks and a Bitcoin wallet. So you buy Stacks from one of the exchanges. The exchanges we have are Binance, KuCoin, OKCoin, and OKX. Blockstream has just come on, and there's a lot more exchanges coming on as we speak. Look out for a South African exchange that's going to offer stacks, buying stacks at the moment. But you just send your stacks from your exchange to the Xverse wallet, and then you start stacking, and then your Bitcoin rewards gets paid into your Xverse wallet. If you do it the other way, like I am, and you're using Plan Better, then you need to set up the Electrum wallet, and then your Bitcoin rewards get sent to your Electrum wallet. And then the final way is using the exchanges like OKCoin and OKX, and they are slightly different. There you are delegating your stacks to them. So you give your stacks to them, and then they pay you a daily Bitcoin yield. And if Algorithm wants to maybe chime in there and mention some others that I may have forgotten.
Yeah, everything is clear. Just last time, exchange-blockchain.com also lists stacks last time, and we are in the. We are in the. Right now, blockchain is doing excuse me. I have I have something right now
Okay, okay,
that
no,
changed.
no
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
Okay, okay, no problem.
So
Harun, tell me, what are the risks of staking? What are the risks? And
okay,
yeah,
okay. There is no risk because in stacking, you cannot your stacks cannot be slashed. Your fund cannot be slashed. No. So there is
okay,
no risk about stacking.
all right, no, great
There,
stuff.
yeah.
Also want to chime in there. So if you are stacking on the non-custodial services, so non-custodial just means that you keeping your stacks in your own wallet. You've got control of your stacks. If you're trusting like Play and Better, which is one of the stacking pools, you're trusting that they're not going to they'll never steal your money. Okay, it's all written in the smart contract. One of the things with the smart contracts, the way that stacks have done it, is they using the Clarity smart language contract. And Clarity is different to the Solidity that Ethereum uses, where it's human readable. You can go in and you can see exactly what the smart contract is doing, and you can audit it, you can vet it, and you can check it out before you actually like use the smart contract. And this goes across the board, okay? It's not only related to stacking, it's related to anything to do with any of the smart contracts that are related to stacks. But you can see what's happening. The only risk in that one there is that the Plan Better won't pay you out the amount that they say they're going to pay you. And then you can just, all you can do is just remove your delegation from Plan Better and choose another one. You never lose access to your stacks. You never give them your stacks. And the only thing they can do is steal your Bitcoin for 1 or 2 cycles. However, if you're using OKX and OKCoin, you're actually giving them your Bitcoin to stack on your behalf. And then it's the same as sending your Bitcoins to a Luno or Valor. Anything could happen to Luno or Valor. They could get hacked. Someone could steal their money, or they could implode, like an exit scam that happened in Canada and Turkey, where the exchange itself is shady. You know, they're a bit dodgy, and they'd run away with your money. But if you're doing it in a non-custodial way, there's hardly any risk.
Wow. Thank you so much for such a revelation. We learn every day, we learn a lot. So it means we can do so much in exchanges as opposed to just buying and selling or just holding our coins there. There's so much we can do on these exchanges.
Yeah, correct. And later on, you're going to talk to one of the companies that's part of the Stacks Accelerator program. But there are others. There's 25. Open Outsource is just the one. But there's DeFi projects, there's NFT projects. And the DeFi project is taking out a loan in a stable coin. And this loan gets paid off by itself. You don't have to do repayments. It just gets paid off by via this process of stacking. It's similar to the process of stacking, not quite, but the loan will pay itself off. And even that way, you hold on to your stacks, you lend the stable coin in, and that loan pays itself off. So amazing things coming from October onwards.
All right. Okay. All right. You just mentioned that there are some startups that are obviously involved in the stacks ecosystem. Let's welcome two of our guests here. Let's welcome Rachel Terry. Hi. How are you?
Great. Thank you. How are you, Crypto King?
I'm very well. I'm very well. Welcome to Empire Crypto TV here.
Thank you. Very happy to be here. And hello, Haroon.
Okay. Hi, Rachel. Thanks so much for joining. Lovely to see you again.
Thank you. Lovely to see you too.
All right.
Hello.
We also we have Cecil Pang here, who's the founder of Open Art Source. Welcome to Empire Crypto TV.
Hi, Crypto King. Hi, Haroon. Thanks for having us here, Open Art Source. I am the co-founder and CTO of Open Art Source. And like Haroon just said, we are one of the 25 companies or startups in the Stacks Accelerator now.
No, great stuff. Wanna know. Open Art Source. Tell us more about Open Art Source. You can take that, Cecil. What is Open Art Source? Tell us more in depth of the company, what it does in this space.
Sure. So let me start with what we do. Okay. So we are in a mission to open up the art market, in that we are going to make it multiple times bigger than it is today. How many times we don't know, but it's going to be big. And the way we do it is that we are going to bring the art market and the art world to the blockchain. And we are specifically bridging the gaps between NFT and physical art. So all of us have heard about NFTs these days. We must have heard about NFTs. They are everywhere. But very few people, if any, talk about having physical art like paintings, drawings, sculptures on NFTs and being in the marketplace for sale. And we are doing that. And that's what we do. And we obviously we are employing the blockchain technology stacks, as well as artificial intelligence, excuse me, and computer vision in doing that.
Wow. Yes, NFTs are game changers, especially these days. Everyone is talking about NFTs. Everyone is all about NFTs. It seems something really, really happening. It's really something which is, is something to that we need to look at, because when you hear people talking about it, there's absolutely some good things happening there. Rachel, tell me, why do a blockchain company in the art space?
Well, the art market has some pretty big problems that have been preventing its growth for a while. So one of the big problems is fraud. And because it's really difficult to find accurate data about sales and people like to buy things online, but how do you know that what you bought online is the actual original painting that was shipped to you? So blockchain makes it very easy to be able to track things, and it makes it very difficult to fake things. And so blockchain is actually a wonderful vehicle for bringing transparency to a market that has been really for insiders and for people who, who network and know each other. It'll also help artists to be able to break in to selling their art. There are so many artists who never can find a gallery to represent them, or who have a way to get their work out there. But by making it possible for people anywhere to see art that's listed, artists will have a huge marketplace, and they'll be able to find collectors who want to buy what they have.
Okay, great stuff. Why is it important to bring blockchain technology to the art market now? Can you respond to that, Cecil?
Now is the time, is the perfect timing. In fact, when we were just brainstorming in the very beginning on what can we do to open up the market, blockchain was not like we had to do a blockchain project. It was not like that. And after several months of looking at different options and what we were trying to do and how we could achieve our mission, it naturally came to the conclusion that blockchain provided so much that we don't have actually to build into our app. If we don't use blockchain, we can still achieve what we try to achieve, but then we end up repeating what a blockchain does, a lot of what a blockchain does. And then the NFT spec came along, and then it became instantly a perfect fit to represent ownership of a piece of art. Now, granted, we do a lot of physical art, and NFT does not really naturally map into a physical piece of art, and that's what we actually provide. We provide technology that actually bridges this gap, and like Rachel just said, that when an NFT owner of a physical art can be sure that when they receive a painting, it is actually the painting that is represented by the NFT. That is achieved by vision technology and AI. So this is great timing, and in a way, blockchain is a perfect technology to solve the problem that has been around for so many years, I would say decades. So this is third time.
Wow, wow, wow. That's great. Good to hear. So how's open art source going to change the art market? How is it going to change the art market? Of course, the art market is centuries old. It's always been here, and of course, you guys are coming with a different solution. How do you think you fit into this ecosystem, and how you going to change the art market? You
Well,
can
I'll say
go
a few
take it,
things.
Rochelle.
Yeah, I'll say a little bit, but then I would love Cecil to talk about this because he's actually an artist also. So right now it's really hard for a lot of people to break in. I like to think about it, 20, 30 years ago, not very many people invested in stocks because you had to know a broker, you had to have a lot of money to invest in stocks. And recent technology has made it so anybody can invest in stocks with just a few dollars. And now we have, lots of high school and college students even in using apps like Robinhood to invest on their phones. So the art market right now still requires some connections in a lot of ways to be able to really fully participate. And open art source and blockchain technology will make it so that so many more people can participate. And that's one of the things that will really expand the market. But Cecil, please.
Yes. I still remember when I went to art school. One of the big things, if not the biggest thing, that everyone talked about was how do we make it just how do we get representation? How do we get into galleries? So there were books, there were classes, there were trainings, there were frustrations. Everyone was talking about that. And there was no good solution because we actually know that and accepted that only a small percentage of artists will be accepted into the mainstream art world. We are going to change all that. That is wrong. And I made up my mind back then that if I didn't make it as an artist, as an artist that is huge, I'm going to solve this problem, and I'm doing it now with the open art source. So the way we are going to do it is that we will include not only the underrepresented artists, so that's given. So all artists from all geographic locations, demographics, whatever you do, right? Painting, drawing, crazy things, not so crazy things. But we also let art lovers who actually do not have connections to these galleries to participate as well, in a way that they can actually buy art with confidence. They can connect to the artists who create the art and buy the art while they actually can connect to the artists, be confident that they are buying the original, be confident that when they need to or want to resell, let's say, a painting in the secondary market, they can do that. Right now, it's a known fact that most of the time, unless you're buying a big name artist who actually has a big secondary market, if you're buying, most of the time when you buy a painting, it is a consumable. There's, for everyday people, there's no way for you to resell the painting and buy something else, right? It becomes a consumable. We have to solve that. So with open art source, not only all artists can participate, but everyday people can come to us, buy art with confidence, and sell art with the market. That the art that because the painting can be traced back to the artist. It is almost the same as you are selling the painting with the artist selling his new work side by side and with support from the community. And all of a sudden, then buying art becomes an investment rather than an expense. So
Empire family,
that's our dream.
we are live here talking about blockchain and art. And we've got a project called Open Art Source here. They are bringing a solution of transparency in the space. Yes. My next question to your project: if your project succeed, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Rachel, you want to take that? Or?
Sure. So are you asking where the market will be in the next 5 years if this succeeds?
Yeah, of course, your project, and of course, the whole market as a whole, the market as a whole.
Yeah, I think we could see a real transformation. So like Cecil was just talking about, let's say you buy a painting because you just love art. You would be able to sell it again really easily. And younger people tend to look at art as financial assets more than just something you hang on the wall for the next 40 years. And so they like to buy and sell, but that's really kind of changing or transforming the way the art market has been. And so instead of just buying something because you like it, you would buy something because you like it and you want to have it on your wall, but also you think that in a few years, you're going to be able to sell this painting for 2 or 3 times as much as you bought it for. And now you'll have an easy way to do that. And so I think we'll see art considered more of like a finance sort of a market in some ways. And I think that's really exciting. I think part of the reason maybe that younger people are buying and selling art more frequently, we live in such a digital world right now. Everything's on a screen all the time. And so to have a piece of art that's one of a kind, something that, look at and it's right there, it's physical, it's not something that disappears on the screen, that's really appealing. And so you're able to invest in a very tech savvy way in something that brings you real satisfaction, a tangible item, but then you can go ahead and sell and buy another one. Or enjoy the financial gains. So right now, that's not really how we look at the art market, but I think in 5 years, it will look like that. Cecil, do you have anything to add about that?
Yeah, think about like 30 years ago, 25 years ago. Very few people are in the loop or are in the circle who can buy and sell stock. You need to know somebody. You need to know a reliable broker. So nobody, really did that until E-Trade or these online trading places where not only they provide an online platform to buy and sell stock, they provided data for everyday people to be able to understand what you are getting into. So we are just doing just that. So in a few years, everyone, art lovers, you want to buy a painting from this artist, you will be able to go to a place, open art source, hopefully, and look up the data that will support your decision to do it or not to do it. And if not to buy this painting from this artist, then buy it from someone else, right? So it will all be data-driven, all logical decisions, just like the stock market today. But obviously, art is different than buying stock. But, you know what I mean.
All right, I see. In the work of 2017, there was ICO bubble, I would say. And then, of course, now we see everyone is talking, like I said earlier, everyone is talking about NFTs. These are new projects on the space, in the blockchain space. And there's a lot of competition out there where you are getting into. And how do you see yourself surviving? How do you see yourself outperforming others and being the company to reckon in the future?
We are not only surviving; we are leading. We are the first. We are the first to do physical art, to bring the physical art to NFT. and nobody does that now. And we have the technology, and the technology is going to grow. It's going to become better and better. So we are the only startup, the only company who is working on bridging the gap between NFT and physical art. And imagine the $65 billion art market today to be on NFT and blockchain, and we'll be the front runner to take a big piece of that. And like Rachel just said, we're going to expand this to multiple times of 65 billion. So we'll be running in the front.
All right. How do people get involved? How can people get involved in this space or on your project?
Yeah, we're going to be launching pretty soon, and one of the things that we need people who are artists who want to sell their art in this new way, and also people who want to buy art, so just art lovers, to be a part of our early access VIP program. We've got a waiting list right now, and anyone who's listening, or those of you who are listening, if you know of artists or people who love art, encourage them to sign up to be part of this early access VIP program. There are some pretty significant benefits to doing that. One of them is that you will be one of the first on a platform. I mean, imagine being, one of the first sellers on eBay 20 years ago. You have a lot of visibility. There will be a lot of collectors getting on to see what's here. What can I buy? And so those artists who are involved in this early will have a pretty significant advantage. So you can see up here on the screen, this is our homepage. It's openartsource.io. And if you're interested in signing up to be part of that early access VIP program, you just click on that blue button that says sign up and register. And so those are going to be people who will be first on the platform. They'll be able to give us some feedback as we're just launching about how to make the platform work well. Cecil, do you have anything to add about that program?
Yes. Thanks, Rachel. So even though we have been working on it for a while, we always reach out to the community to ask people's opinion on how things should be done, and we always do that. And our early access program is very, very important for us to build a platform that will work for the community. It has to work for artists and for art lovers in order for it to be working. So yeah, please join us and influence the way that we do things.
All right. So you mean people for now can register on the platform and become VIPs, and then when you launch, there will be one of the people, actually the first people who would have joined.
Yes. Yes.
Rachel, unmute yourself there.
Yes, that's correct. So the platform,
because I see here we have got a wait list. I see you have got a wait list.
Yes. So when you say register for the platform, the app is not available quite yet. So what will happen when you sign up to be a part of the program is you will be in our waiting list, and we will let you know when it's time to actually, register, download the app, and start uploading things. So right now, when you register, this is not the time to be listing artwork, but that time will come pretty shortly, and you will be alerted about what to do next and what the different steps are.
All right. No, Christoph, I've got a question for you here. Please respond. Someone wants to know. So does this mean we'll be trading art?
Yes, so it will be buying and selling artwork. So artists will be able to sell their artwork. People who want to buy art will be able to buy artwork, and it's for physical paintings. So when you list your artwork, if you're an artist, listing your artwork will mint an NFT that will be used to track that piece of artwork through its various owners. And one of the great things about this is that each time the work sells, the artist will receive royalties. That's not something that the art world really has right now. I mean, in a lot of other creative fields, like, I mean, authors receive royalties, musicians receive royalties, but visual artists haven't really had a way to do this. I think there have been some laws passed in various countries, but because art sales aren't really centralized, or they don't go through the same system, that's hard to do. And I think that's a significant benefit. Cecil, would you like to add anything about that?
Yeah, so it's actually a lot more than just a marketplace. A marketplace is you buy something, you sell something. But then in the art world, it's very, very important to connect to the creator, to the artist. So most people, when they buy a piece of art, buy a painting, there's a big emotion part of it, right? So people like and want to connect to the artist. So we provide a way for buyers to connect to the artist who painted that painting, perhaps 20 years ago or 5 years ago, and it would not only help the buyer make the decision, but also it will actually make it a lot easier for the buyer to resell the painting eventually, maybe in 5 years. The painting, he or she want to resell the painting on our platform. It will be a lot easier, when we can actually connect the painting back to the artist, as if the artist actually is helping to sell that painting. So that makes a huge difference than just a regular marketplace.
Wow. The next question, I love the questions that are coming through. Please, Empire Fam, send your questions on the comment section so that they can respond to you live. We are live now. We are live on Empire Crypto TV. Send your comments, send your questions on the comment section below. The next question that I have here is, so why did you choose to build on Stacks?
It's easy. So we started out thinking that we would actually build on Ethereum because it was the only blockchain that provides smart contracts and all the different bits and pieces that is necessary to build a D app. But then everyone knows how expensive the fees are, the gas fee becomes, and and think about it. If we're talking about selling artwork ranging from $1,000, $5,000 to all the way to millions and millions of dollars. But think about that. If minting an NFT means paying $200, then all of a sudden it actually shut down a big chunk of the market, right? But our mission is to be inclusive, right? We want to include all the artists, especially the underrepresented ones. So we cannot be on an expensive blockchain. And Stack solves a lot of those problems. And is an L1 chain and is tied to Bitcoin. So it's the same reason why a DeFi company wants to be on Stacks. It's the same reason we want to be on Stacks.
All right. This one I want you to start, Haron. It says, how do we invest in this? Can you start about Stacks, and then the next one we'll talk about the open art source.
That's a brilliant question. So the easiest way is to buy some stacks. So I'll leave a link in the comment after this video, but on I see that that's a question from Facebook. So I'll leave the link where with the list of all the exchanges are. But the exchanges off the top of my head that I know, you can buy stacks on Binance, you can buy it on KuCoin, you can buy it on OKCoin, OKX, and blockchain.com. So buy stacks using these platforms. You can also stack stacks if you use an exchange on OKCoin and OKX. And then if you want to stack using your own wallet, then you can use the Xverse wallet, or you can use the Hyro the official desktop wallet from Hyro. So yeah, those are the places you can invest in stacks.
All right. Still the same questions apply to you guys. How do we invest in this? How do we invest on open art source?
Other than signing up to our VIP program or early access VIP program, we are in Stacks Accelerator now, and we are in the process of raising capital, and we have made good progress with great help from the Stacks Accelerator. And I forgot to mention that a big reason why we are on Stacks is because of the Stacks Accelerator. They have been so helpful in not only bringing us to the Stacks blockchain, but bringing us up to speed as a startup. We are so grateful. So again, back to how to support us. We are raising capital, our seed round. So it will now is a good time to invest in us because we are going to grow very, very quickly, and we are going to launch very soon. So this is the best time to invest us with the best valuation from your point of view. So please invest in us, get in touch with us, and we'll talk.
Great stuff, Empire family. When you want to join Stacks community, please subscribe to join their Telegram channel. I've posted their link on the comment section. You can join their Telegram community if you want to know about Stacks. If you want to know about any Bitcoin staking, join Telegram community.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you, but that Telegram community is the one that I admin. So you'll find me inside the Telegram community. And if you have any questions, if you need to know about all of these things, where to buy stacks, how to stack, then please join us and ask me there.
All right, no, great stuff. The next question, it says, how can a non-art seller or buyer make money through art network? Anyone could to respond on that? Michelle, Rachel, Cecil?
Let's see. Go ahead, Cecil, please.
Okay, so let me try to understand the question first. So the question is, how does someone who actually do not want to buy a piece of artwork, or sell it, how does such a person benefit or make money on open art source? Is that the question? So
yes,
that's the
it
question,
says, how
then the
can
best way.
someone who's not involved in the art or who doesn't want to buy makes money through art network? Basically, I'm sure the viewer is coming from the network background, whereby do you guys have affiliate or commission when someone brings somebody on board? Do you reward them with something?
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. So before I answer that specific question, one big way of investing is that when we roll out our token, one way to benefit from open art source is buy the token, and then when we explode, then you will be part of the game. Now we do have programs to involve people other than artists and collectors. Rachel can speak more about that, but for example, an example is that galleries can actually work with us and bring their artists on board and be part of it, and we will come up with a good way. We actually have a good way to share our revenue with whoever bring in either the artists or the collectors to our platform. So yeah, and that's the reason why being on blockchain is so much make things so much easier for us because all this can be driven by smart contracts. If you don't have smart contracts, all this need to be written and designed, and it's going to be a pain. But with smart contract, we plan to have all these programs that involve non-artists and non-collectors, like galleries, dealers, people who represent artists to come on board and work with us and share the profit.
Yeah, I might suggest if you're not interested in buying or selling art, then you probably wouldn't want to sign up for our early access VIP program. But if you just want to sign up to find out things like when we'll be releasing token and things like that, we also have a newsletter, and you can sign up to get our newsletter from the site, and then you'll just know what's happening in the company, what the developments are. You know, if at any time we're providing incentives for certain things, that would be in our newsletter. So I would sign up for that.
All right, where can they find you? People want to know, let's say they want to know more information, want to understand further, where can they find you? How can they contact your project?
We've got lots of places. So first I'd go to the website, openartsource.io, and you can, like I said, sign up for our newsletter there or the early access VIP program. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We just started a TikTok, which is still in its funny phase. We're not quite sure what we're doing there, but even TikTok and Discord. Do we have anything else, Cecil? Does that cover it? LinkedIn.
LinkedIn, yeah, LinkedIn.
All right, no, great stuff. Empafim, you can check out their website. I've pasted it on the screen. Check out their website, openartsource.io. You can find more information about trading art on blockchain. How nice it is. So transparent. What a time to be alive. All right, Haron, one more question for you. How much is the minimum investment, and how can one maximize their income? Because I know all we need is considerable returns to better our lives. What would you say there?
That's a great question, and there are many different ways to get involved and earn. So firstly, you can buy one stack. Stack's price at the moment is roughly $1.20. It's somewhere there. So you can buy that amount, and then if the price of stacks goes up, you can sell and obviously make money from the difference. Stacking, there's places where you can stack with a small amount of stacks. Some stacking clubs or stacking pools allow you a really low amount of stacks to start stacking, from as low as about, I think it's 5 stacks. Roughly, it's about 50 stacks, like OKCoin and OKX. You need 50 stacks to start stacking. If you want to stack on your own, that is quite a bit. That's 100,000 stacks. That one also, it depends. It's not a fixed amount. Everything depends on how many stackers there are in the actual. So firstly, stacking works on 2-week cycles, okay? We're in roughly cycle 13. And depending on how many stackers there are in there already, it tells you what the minimum amount of stacks you need to stack if you are stacking by yourself. So it varies from about 70,000 stacks to the highest I saw was 100,000 stacks. But of course, us with much smaller amounts, we can go to what's called stacking pools. And like I say, they vary from a few stacks, like 5 stacks, all the way up to, I've seen like 500 stacks. There's also programs like Freehold. Freehold is a company within the Stacks ecosystem, and it's for holders, people that are holding onto stacks, and they pay people in stacks for those people who create content around stacks. So if you create a video or you create a blog post, you can get paid in stacks. So you don't have to actually put money down or put any money to invest in it. You can just give your hard-earned work. You can create a blog post. just even create a meme, put some pictures together that's funny and that can get a viral reach, and you can earn stacks from that. So that one there is join Freehold. A Freehold is they put a pause on their process at the moment because they were doing something called city coins. Also very exciting. We probably don't have time to go into city coins here, but just briefly, Miami is the first city in America, the first city in the world where they've launched something called city coins, and 70% of the money that's raised from that goes to the stackers, and then 30% goes to the city. Cities can use this process to raise funds for them, but Freehold have been really focusing on that, and now that it's launched, they're going to turn their attention back into their Freehold, where they're giving money away to content creators that can create really good content and earn stacks. So you can invest with zero. You can, just by creating good quality content, you can get involved in the stacks community, earn stacks by creating blog posts, creating memes, creating videos, and then stack those stacks to earn Bitcoin. I think it's the nicest way to stack sats.
Wow, wow, wow. Such a great information. Wow, wow, wow. Why never say it at the beginning? You are bringing it at the end.
There's
Such
just so
valuable
much to
information.
cover. You know, I've been involved since about March, when I heard that Stacks hasn't been just launched in January. They went into mainnet in January, but they've been going since 2013. And I followed Munib in 2013. I saw some of the apps that they did. It's only now when I heard that they went into mainnet that I decided I'm going to go all in. I'm still learning new things each day, and there's just so much to cover that I think you need to have us on again to talk about all of the different things and all of the different ways that people can get involved in the Stacks ecosystem. One of the Stacks projects, one of the startups, they're actually a hiring platform where a lot of the Stacks startups, like Open Outsource, they're looking for developers. And the Clarity language, the language that the smart contract language, they're going to have a Clarity University where they're teaching the new developers how to write smart contracts. So there's lots of exciting, amazing things happening in this ecosystem, and there's a place for almost everyone to get involved in.
If we can turn back the hands of time, we'll start again and hear all this positive information. Wow, wow, wow. We shall call you back again. Cecil, give us a brief, just your last words in brief.
Yes, we are all excited and busy building out open source. We will be beta launch in a Web 3.0 event in Halloween in October, and some of our some of the people who have been supporting us, who have joined our early access VIP program, will be showing and selling their work in that event. And then we plan to have a general public release in the first quarter of next year. So yeah, join us, follow us, and tell us what you think.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you so much for sharing such valuable information. And of course, we learned a lot. We learn every day. There's so much to be done on the blockchain space. And of course, here we are, NFTs. Thank you so much for coming through.
Sorry, Alison, do you mind if I just say one last thing? Is that, we all come into the space with our different things. Most of us come into cryptocurrency to make quick gains and to make money. But Stacks is really hoping to build the next internet. On your thumbnail, you heard that Stacks is building the new internet. So we're really wanting to create a new internet based on user privacy and of course, built on top of internet, the best cryptocurrency there is out there.
Thank you so much, Haron Kola. Thank you for coming through. Thank you, Cecil. And thank you so much, Rachel.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Crypto King.
Thank you. Thank you. We shall talk again. But just don't go away. Right. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here until this far. We are live here on Empire Crypto TV. We are live every Tuesday and Friday, and we're looking at streaming live every day. We'll update you soon. Thank you so much, and of course, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We stream live on our YouTube channel, and of course, you do not want to miss some of this information. Thank you so much for tuning in, and let's talk again on Friday. Peace.